Now, this one, it's called White Diamond.
Ooh.
That's another one of Kirsty Allsop's bridesmaids.
Did you have a drink before you came on?
It's champagne, lime cordial, big slug of Cointreau, white grape juice and egg white.
Like poached egg?
Oh, no, it's raw.
For God's sake, Rosie.
What?
You can't eat raw egg. It's a raw egg,
No,
Rosie.
it's a common ingredient.
Sorry, just a disclaimer, please don't try this at home. Rosie's attempted it here, but in controlled conditions with first aiders on hand. Please cook your eggs. Be safe. Be egg safe.
Rosie, let me pick your brain. Because me and my mum, we always go to Queen's for the tennis.
Like this one.
The first cocktail afternoon of the summer. What would you make for that?
It'd have to be a rosemary champagne fizz. So gin, grapefruit and champagne. It's English, it's fun, it's summer.
Those are the new cocktails, but what about the classics? Rosie, what do you think is the most popular cocktail in Britain?
Espresso martini.
Alan, what do you think?
Mine's gone blank. Shandy.
Well, we hit the streets of Nottingham to find out which came out on top.
And we're off.
That was great.
Oh, really, it's okay.
Smells of stuffing. Oh, it's you.
Just to say, I've looked into the annual reports. And it turns out Jenny earns slightly more than you.
OK.
It's to do with the way the deal is structured. It's an accounting quirk.
OK.
It's only about £200, but it just means she's higher than you in the list of the BBC's best paid presenters.
OK.
Are you OK?
OK, I'm OK.
So you're in a bit of a pickle. You want more, but you don't want to complain because women have got a bit big for their boots.
Yeah, all right, Lynn, that's for the car, but thanks for the intel. Have a white sparkle.
OK, places, people.
You like egg, don't you?
And we're back in 5, 4.
So there we have it. The mojito is Britain's favourite cocktail. And Rosie, you're making us one to end the show.
I am. Now, the secret to a good mojito is not to overdo the mint. So, it's lime juice, sugar, a little mint, they're already in the shaker.
Go on, make it then.
And, yes, a handful of ice and a good slug of rum.
Oh, I love rum.
And then you give it a good shake.
Stop looking at me.
Certainly gave that what for.
Would you like to have a go,
No,
Alan?
not me. I never know where to look when I do that sort of thing. It requires a certain kind of confidence that, for whatever reason, I don't have. That's why I don't play the maracas. Give it here. All right.
Stiff.
It's loosening.
Very stiff.
You got it?
All right.
OK. Take it. I don't know why I did that.
Rosie, thank you very much for joining us. That was great.
It was great. It was really great. What are you doing with my jacket? Sorry for bollocking you before about the raw egg thing. But don't do that again.
Oh, and I believe Simon has an email. Simon.
OK, that was Funky Gibbon by The Goodies to show that we are not averse to a little bit of anarchy here, having it large with my crew. No, seriously, it's great to have you all here. Please say hello. Hello. But no, it's a bit of a jam in here, but I'm sure we're breaching all manner of fire eggs, but who gives a flip? I'm joined by a bevy of teenagers from North Walsham Comp who have taken their campaign to save the school playing fields and dumped it on the doorstep of the PM. I'm liking it a lot. OK, listening to Ow! OK, here's the class clown. Who's the class clown? What? All right, give me some skin. Excellent. No, it's absolutely fine. I mean, no, we had a class clown. His name was Brian Golding, a real live wire, a real nutcase. Took his own life a few years ago, which is kind of sad. But, no, real character, yeah. Anyway, by the way, if anyone wants any Annie Lennox cassettes, I'm good for it. What am I talking about? You're Robbie Williams, right? Who? So, anyway, Lisa, to you. Now, Tell us about the campaign, because a lot of kids get in the neck from some of the squares out there, but you guys are pretty diff.
Well, we all got a letter during Christmas and we was told that the playing fields are going to be sold.
OK, well, so just going to stop you there. But an email from Norwich Fire Service saying a couple of you need to leave because we're over the limit here, or face criminal proceedings. So I need a couple of volunteers.
Me?
Yeah, great. OK, you too. Absolutely, thanks. Thank you very much. OK, that's
Can I
that
go
dealt
too?
with. Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, OK, fine. Right. That's, watch yourself. That's that dealt with. OK, thank you. Bye. So I've got to say, right behind your campaign, though, I really...
Go too?
No, you can't. That's enough, love. It's you know, I'm a big fan of, you know, playing fields in general, playing fields, or even if it's just, you know, green belt land in general.
I was a green belt.
Black belt could
yeah.
kick your ass any day.
Okay, right. So, well, no. I mean, no. I'm talking about the countryside. You know, unlike you guys, I like to kick back, get a bunch of CDs, chuck them in a hold all, oomph in the car, bang, countryside. All right, who did that? Is that you?
Yep.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you shag sheep.
No, there's no need for that, mate.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. That's cool. That's cool.
Didn't mean to insult your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend's not a sheep, you wally.
Shut up, Marv.
Yeah, shut up, Marv. You dick, calling me a sheep shagger.
You are one.
You think I'm a sheep shagger?
Dunno, mate.
Yeah, what about? I think maybe you're a sheep shagger. Yeah, you're the one that keeps going on about it. You probably keep sheep magazines under your bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably keep you know, pictures of sheep lying on their back in a pen, you know, with the knickers off. Yeah, you're the sheep shagger. Yeah. Bet you kiss them, yeah. Lie them down on the back, kiss them tenderly, stick your tongue in the mouth, swirl it around. Yeah.
No.
Play with the teats. Get behind it, strum them like a guitar. Yeah. You know, grab fistfuls of fur, grab its horns like a bike, like a drop handlebars in a racer. A grifter would be more of a yak, yeah. And then do you hold them afterwards and say, "You mean the world to me," you know, spooning them with your hot balls pushed up against its woolly back. That's probably for me. Oh, I'm really scared. I am a bit. Hello, Craig. Okay, yeah, I'll be in a minute. Yeah, okay.
So, drama therapy. It's therapy that uses role play to help people work through difficult or challenging situations.
Well, like therapy, good drama encourages us to look inside. It helps us to understand our own behaviour and deal with emotional issues.
In fact, Simon was telling me earlier that Aristotle coined the term catharsis to describe the healing we experience through drama.
Hubris, nemesis, catharsis.
Well, it's all Greek to me. Thought I'd do the joke this time, seeing as Simon was being a bit serious.
But what kind of problems does drama therapy help to confront?
It's very versatile. Marital strife, workplace disagreements, psychological trauma. Drama therapy is not always easy. It can be very challenging and sometimes tearful, but it should always feel welcoming.
I think you just described the pub quiz I go to. You see, you should be saying this. Catharsis.
Now, I believe we're going to see some drama therapy in action.
That's right, Jenny. Over here we have two actors, Daniel and Louise. And in a typical therapy situation, they would play out scenarios that couples can try themselves.
Right.
Now, in this scenario, Louise thinks that Daniel is emotionally closed off, but Daniel feels that as he's getting older, he does need more space. Guys?
And you wonder why we never resolve anything. It's because we argue, and then 5 minutes later, you get upset and I have to back down.
No one's saying you have to.
But that's what happens when you play that card.
It's not a card, Daniel. It's how I feel. Just because you're a closed book doesn't mean I have to be.
What am I supposed to say to that?
You should tell her that... Sorry, that's...
No, that's fine. Do you want to jump in?
Oh, me? God, no.
Yeah, no, please do. Step in for Daniel.
No, it's just... I've not acted for quite a while.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hadn't realised you'd acted.
Oh, yeah, I mean, just with North Norfolk players, a bit of acting, producing, directing. Most recently, A Few Good Men.
Oh,
so,
amazing. What part did you play?
The Jack Nicholson role, so
Ooh.
yeah, a bit of a tough act to follow, but I just tried to do it sort of, you know, like the truth. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, so I sort of went higher, and then I did the scoff at the end, which I don't think Nicholson thought of. So.
Well, how would you feel about having a go at this scene?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, great. OK, Daniel, you step out. Louise, you're in the kitchen, you're making dinner. And Alan, start a conversation when you're ready.
OK.
Don't overthink it.
Okay, yep, right. Smells good.
It's just spag bowl.
I didn't mean the dinner.
Well, you never normally come in till it's cold. I'm sorry to go on. I just don't want you to feel like I'm complaining because I want to spend time with you.
Hey, baby girl. Just been out on my bike. My motorcycling's important to me. You know that. But you know the best part of the journey? Riding that steel horse back home to you.
Try it without the accent.
Me or her?
You.
Okay, but the general direction?
Forget all that. Both of you sit at the table.
Okay.
Now, let's just pretend that she's your actual wife.
Yeah. Look, I wish I could spend more time with you.
See, I hear you saying that, but I don't feel it.
Then we'll figure something out, but you're going to have to stop going on at me. I'm sorry if I've got a gift that people enjoy and I find very satisfying. I'm sorry that you don't have that because for some reason God didn't give you any talent.
Shall we stop there?
Yeah, that felt good.
Well...
Open it, stuttered my mother nervously. Yes, open it, said Dad, frightened. Cool it, cat, I breezed. This was the 70s. In my hand was a golden envelope containing the most important pieces of paper I'd ever clutched. My A-level results. What does it say? My parents whispered in absolute unison. I opened it as gingerly as a rookie bomb disposal operative would open a fat letter bomb in a creche. In a funny sort of way, the contents were just as explosive as powder-coated acetone peroxide. They spelt the difference between me attending tertiary education and being consigned to a heap marked "Don't have A-levels." And that was a mound of slag I did not want to be on. Like the bomb disposal man mentioned above, I swallowed hard and began to remove the letter within the lope. A single bead of sweat sprinted down my face, skirting around my temple and pausing at the jaw before throwing itself to its death. Bad news, I muttered. Your son has failed. At failing his exams! They were confused momentarily by the clever double negative, so I added, I passed! The "it's bad news, ha, no, actually it's good news" technique is one I've always enjoyed. It was really mastered by David Coleman in A Question of Sport when he'd tonally suggest Bill Beaumont had got an answer wrong, only to reveal at the end of the sentence that he'd got it right. My parents were elated. My mum patted me and Dad joined in one of the first high fives that Norwich has ever seen. I passed, I kept saying. I passed them both. The exact grading isn't important. Suffice to say, I was the proud owner of 2 shiny A-levels, and nobody could take them away from me.
Would you say you've come to books quite late in your life, Alan?
No, that's wrong. I've been reading avidly since the age of a half. Of course, they were very rudimentary books. Some didn't even contain words. They were merely squeaked when you squeezed them, but they were certainly books nonetheless. In those books, my task might have been to identify and reproduce the sound emitted by farmyard or domestic animals, e.g. Cat, which would be...
Meow.
Yeah, but higher.
Meow.
Yeah, great. Imagine 2 things you enjoy, great individually, but put them together and you get something quite special. Strawberries and cream, egg and bacon, yawning and scratching, Johnson & Johnson, Charles and Camilla. But what about drugs and sex? This is chemsex. Chemsex is a compound word. Chem derived from the word chemical and sex from the word sex or sexiness. Confined largely to the gay community, it emerged around the year 2010. A time of unrestrained glee as a nation dared to believe the nightmare of a Labour government could soon be over. And as revellers lost their minds to the sound of Keane and the Black Eyed Beans, little wonder that the hedonism spilled over into sex and drugs. The primary drugs involved in chemsex are crystal meth, GHB, ketamine and mephedrone, a dose of which, under controlled conditions, I was about to take myself under the watchful eye of pharmacist Dr. Raj Prasan. Now, do you say MCAT or meow meow?
I say mephedrone, its chemical name.
Right. I like to say meow meow. You're going to administer this drug under controlled circumstances, and then I'm going to gauge its effects.
You're going to play guinea pig?
Right. That wasn't explained to me. I've never played that.
I mean, in terms of the experiment.
Oh, right. Sorry. I thought it was some sort of gay sex game. Mind you, I'm not sure a man can squeal like a guinea pig, can he?
I'm just a pharmacist.
Right. Yeah, because you're the chem of the chemsex. Yeah. So Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You're the Dr. Chem, and Mr. Sex we've yet to meet.
I'm just a pharmacist.
You said that. You said that. So, give us the drugs. Well, it's 30 minutes later, and I don't feel especially different. Certainly, the thought of grinding myself against a stranger in a Holiday Inn is far from my thoughts. Yeah. Well, it's over an hour later. I've been told that one eyelid has drooped. I don't feel that much different. Am I in the mood for dancing? Absolutely. Do I feel sexy? Barely. Although I do have the sensation of wanting someone else to brush my hair. It's said the experiment replicates exactly the sensation of recreational drug use. Although instead of being surrounded by revellers, chewing gum and asking if you're having a good time, my only companion was a bearded doctor drinking coffee and reading a magazine. Well, the effects have completely worn off. My main recollection is an overwhelming desire to put on my comfy pyjamas and watch Tarzan. Is that sexy? I've no idea. But it was a very new feeling, and it was a very real feeling.
Now, Alan, this isn't your first book. You've previously published another book, Bouncing Back, which was pulped?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, you'll know about that.
No, well, my book, Boy of Hope, was withdrawn, actually.
Right.
But does it bother you that Bouncing Back is no longer with us?
No, I don't really think it's gone. It's like biscuits, you know. If you pop a packet of biscuits, you haven't lost some biscuits. You've gained, you know, the base of a cheesecake.
Right.
Besides, Bouncing Back was going on to a very exciting new life as recycled paper. And one particularly unkind reviewer...
we've all had them.
We've all had them, so I know you have. Yeah. But he said he wouldn't wipe his arse with it.
Oh, right.
His words, not mine. Well, if he buys his toilet roll at Tesco, he may well have done.
So it doesn't bother you at all?
No.
Clearly. Right. OK, well, let's have a question from the audience. The gentleman in the yellow jumper.
Primrose yellow.
Primrose yellow, indeed.
I want to know what you think of the book, and if you were a critic, how would you rate it?
That is a very good question. Alan, are you going to answer that?
Ooh, a tricky one. Yeah. Probably say Partridge left me astonished, elated and humbled. His is a faultless piece of work, one which hunts down and dismembers the real book before brilliantly reinventing the autobiography genre for the Skype generation. Candid and touching, wry yet powerful, Partridge is truly a book for our times, and around a tenner for 87,000 words. Partridge is no slouch in the value for money department either. 5 stars out of 5, something like that. Are you a twin?
Yes.
Right, with that man?
Yeah.
Why aren't you sitting with him?
We came separately.
Okay. Just quite distracting, it's far apart, that's all.
If your parents were still around, Alan, what would they make of the book?
Well, books were always very important to my mother as a child. She used to read me bedtime stories. I mean, when I was a child, not her. Sure. I wasn't born. No, she would read to me for about half an hour every night before hitting the stopwatch.
That must have been really wonderful for you, very soothing.
Well, she tried her best, but she struggled with the characters' voices. I don't know why. I don't think it was because she was thick.
What did she used to read to you, for example?
Well, I remember a half-hearted attempt at Paddington Bear, which she made sound German. The same with Rupert the Bear. She basically Germanised any bear, which ruined it, you know, for me. But on the flip side, she did an outstanding noddy.
What about your dad, your father? Would he have enjoyed the book?
Well, Pop and I had a very difficult relationship, although I must say it's much better now that he's dead.
Right. Was he a keen reader, Alan?
Martin, he wasn't.
It's Chris.
The only book I ever saw him read was the history of the decline and fall of the Roman Empire.
By Edward Gibbon, a seminal work.
Yeah, except when I picked it up one day, I found that there was a different book under the dust jacket.
All right, and what was that?
It was The Secret Seven by Blyton, but it was one of the few things that was redeeming about my father. In many ways, he could be a very cruel, messed up guy, but I love the fact that he had this, secret love of looking at books about children.